did it happen as badly as people claim it happened, or did it happen slightly not as bad? Because something happened.
Right.
For sure, an altercation happened between some gang members on behalf of Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane. But the only thing left to figure out is, did it happen as badly as people?
F all that, bro. Like, yo, how the gangster do you have to be to get your boss, your label owner, your manager, the person who signed you, robbed and beat up and jumped, and you strong arm him out of your own contract? I don't think that's one we've heard. If we have, please let me know. That's crazy to me. Man, the Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty drama just got worse. Video by Poetic Flacco, man. Listen, I'm catching up with a lot of shit, man. It was my birthday, a few days ago. And, let's just say between work and doing this in real life, my shit was all over the place. But we back. I'm planning to be more consistent, man. So listen, if you like the content, little like, little sub, little comment goes a long way. Or even tell me some shit that I might have missed, because I'm catching up with this story. You feel me? But without further ado, man, let's get into the story, man. Let's get into shit.
The rumors that gang members on behalf of Pooh Shiesty kidnapped Gucci Mane, robbed him, and then forced him to sign and release Pooh Shiesty out of his record deal is getting worse for Gucci, right? The rumors are heating up. We'll get back to the video shortly, but this video is sponsored by Kalshi. Kalshi is a prediction app where you could place predictions on anything, including weather, football games. If you're placing predictions on football games this playoff, then you need to know that Kalshi has two rumors. Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane is currently beefing. Pooh Shiesty clicked up with Gucci Mane's op Yo Gotti to get back at Gucci Mane, and then gang members robbed Gucci on behalf of Pooh Shiesty.
I don't know who need to hear this, man, but no, I'm lying. Hey, Gucci Mane, LaFleur, you went and signed 100 niggas from Memphis, Tennessee to try to antagonize Gotti all because he your wife. Then you dropped them little niggas and killed Pooh, and not Gotti and took Pooh Shiesty from you. How it feel to have a Memphis nigga, man, take your wife and your #1 artist? You gotta tighten up, Gucci. All that goofy shit you were doing. Signing 100 niggas from Memphis, Tennessee, you ain't never heard them niggas mixtape. Just signing a nigga trying to antagonize a nigga.
Gucci Mane, that wedding ring, gone. Yeah, they hit him with the Suge Knight, bruh. They took Gucci Mane wedding ring and they took his watch.
When he said they gave him the Suge Knight, he's obviously referencing how Suge Knight in his prime was known to pull up on.
Damn, where he was getting this info from? You know, it's crazy, bro. This nigga, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy to think about, because Gucci was doing all of that stuff, you know what I'm saying, moving like a damn savage, and sometimes even like a fucking nutcase, you feel what I'm saying? And then, to go to jail, turn your life around for the better. Now he's going to therapy, and, the alleged wife who Yo Gotti slept with, whatever, Keisha Dior, something like that. She has him going to therapy, and you feel me, like he's catching himself when he's crashing out and shit like that, got him on a better path. Man's trying to change his whole life around, you know what I'm saying? That shit's crazy, because the shit that you were doing years ago, that shit, niggas, just because you changed your life and you're trying to head towards a more straight and narrow kind of balance, kind of, you know what I'm saying, positive mindset, niggas still on bullshit, bro, and that's crazy. So it's like, now what? Everybody's talking about this shit, especially if it really happened. Now what does Gucci do in this case? Because, you don't want to look like no bitch. Not with your reputation from the past. Now what the fuck does this start? You know what I'm saying? You're going to resort to the shit that you used to do. Do you even still have that muscle like you still had back then? You know what I'm saying? To go to war with Memphis niggas and shit like that. So that's not good, man.
And by threat, make them sign over whatever he make them want to sign over. Rather, is a label owner releasing an artist that he want to sign, or rather is an artist who masters he want to own, who will make that artist sign over his masters to him. That's the Suge Knight tactic. He's claiming that Pooh Shiesty did the same to Gucci.
So, Gucci, you know this is 100% true. Hit me up, I can get you it back. But as it stands right now, bruh, Gucci Mane walking around wedding ringless right now, and he ain't got no watch.
Why saying hit him up so he can get it back? Who's this dude right here? I might be completely oblivious to it. I'm sorry, but is he dead ass? How the fuck can he get it? Get his jewelry back?
I'm not gonna say who robbed him. Pooh Shiesty was not there, but it definitely went on after Pooh Shiesty left. Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane got into an altercation as far as a little back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Yep.
Pooh Shiesty wasn't hearing that Gucci Mane had to say. Gucci Mane want Pooh Shiesty on the team, but hell nah. So what ends up happening is space in the place. Can't give you too much specific details because if I do, then y'all know that's all bad. But as soon as Pooh Shiesty got up out of there, left, got in his car, pulled off, he ain't knowing what the hell going on. All he knows is he happy that Gucci Mane signed him up out that goddamn deal.
Obviously, This is a really, 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 really bad look for Gucci.
So wait, so he signed him up off the deal and then he did the shit? Hold up.
Left, got in his car, pulled off. He ain't knowing what the hell going on. All he knows is he happy that Gucci Mane signed him up out that goddamn deal.
Obviously, this is a really, 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 really bad look for Gucci if this happened. And the only thing really left to figure out is, did it happen as badly as people claim it happened, or did it happen slightly not as bad? Because something happened.
Right.
For sure, an altercation happened between some gang members on behalf of Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane. But the only thing left to figure out is, did it happen as badly as people?
Fuck all that, bro. Like, yo, I know we've heard on multiple occasions the power dynamic of the manager or the record label owner strong-arming the artist. You feel what I'm saying? And fucking extorting the artist. You feel me? Intimidation tactics from Suge, Diddy. I don't even know. I know about Dr. Dre. I want to put him on that. But especially in the fucking 90s, early 2000s, right? How the fuck gangster do you have to be to get your fucking boss, your label owner, your manager, the person who signed you fucking robbed and beat up and jumped, and you strong arm him out of your own contract? I don't think that's one we've heard. If we have, please let me know. That's crazy to me.
That happened, right? Now, a couple of dominoes have happened since our last video. The source of hints towards the latter, that maybe this is just as bad as people is saying it is. So when Pooh Shiesty was recently released from jail, Gucci Mane wrote this beautiful tribute to Pooh Shiesty. Gucci Mane wrote, "Welcome home to a real one, my ninja. Pooh Shiesty, the energy different now. Same hustle, new chapter. Shiesty back and free, the only way it's supposed to be. Real ones never fold. Time to shake the streets up. WAP, proud of you, 1017. So, again, he expressed this beautiful tribute, and it was up on his page up until the day after the incident, supposedly happened. Because now if you go to Gucci Mane's Instagram, all traces of Pooh Shiesty has now vanished.
You know, it's crazy too. Could it be that when Gucci first signed Pooh Shiesty, probably was a 360, probably was a very bad deal, very unfavorable to Pooh Shiesty, and very lucrative for Gucci, because that's how them deals are when most artists come into the game. You feel me? They get bad deals for the most part. You know what I'm saying? So now when he came home, you know what I mean, probably had the lawyer look over it, or Yo Gotti probably had a lawyer look over it and be like, bro, like, yeah, you supposed to be getting a lot more, because Pooh Shiesty is a very, very, very lucrative artist to have on your label, bro. Like, I didn't even fucking know that shit till I saw that video, that FDO shit, when he had all them damn plaques. I was like, damn, this nigga got them many plaques, bro. He was only out for like a year and a half. But yo, when you hear the music, especially now in the sport where street music is not as prevalent as it used to be, and he really talking that shit that street niggas like to hear, I can kind of see why. So yeah, that's a big hit for Gucci, man. That's a big loss for Gucci, man, because he was gonna make mad bread off that. You feel me? And Yo Gotti probably said, "Hey, listen, that deal, that's not it, man. You worth way more than that, you know." And it would suck essentially if that was the case, and Pooh Shiesty made all that money, and he walked away with, say, 5% of that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Even 10% of that, you know what I mean? As opposed to like a joint venture where he's like 50-50. Then, you know what I'm saying? Like, so who knows, bro? Who knows? Because why would he want to get out of this?
Which also will play into the narrative that Gucci Mane has released Pooh Shiesty, you know, because we don't see Pooh Shiesty anywhere on his page a day after the alleged robbery and kidnapping took place. A lot of us were pretty early reporting this story because a lot of us got our information from people who placed themselves there, who placed themselves at the scene and claimed they witnessed the altercation. That's what they said. Now, but the news were pretty much, I'll say, it started off on like the underground hip hop media section of YouTube, right? Like me, Seti Nash, King AK, Chicks Moves, right? Like the underground
Yep.
urban hip hop media niche section of YouTube. But it began to get a little worse for Gucci Mane once the news began to escape the underground hip hop media niche and it began to get mainstream. And when it got mainstream, it wasn't a bunch of mainstream bloggers shooting it down. It was a bunch of mainstream bloggers saying, yeah, I heard something very similar too. One of the mainstream bloggers who came out was Tasha K, the amazing, the beautiful Miss Tasha K, right? And she took to her Twitter and she says, yes, allegedly Gucci Mane was kidnapped by Pooh Shiesty and held at gunpoint until he signed a contract releasing him from his Death Row Records 2.0 situation. A very strong source connected to the situation called me and filled me in. There was no confirmed robbery, just an alleged contract release, so Pooh could freely sign to Yo Gotti. On Monday, I'll drop the rest of the deets. This is allegedly the real reason Pooh Shiesty was arrested, and they're allegedly trying to cover it up. If what I'm being told is true, everything is allegedly. Even my name is allegedly. See y'all Monday. Now, I think Pooh Shiesty.
Yeah, that's crazy as fuck. If that happened, bro, kidnapped. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't think we have an instant like this in hip hop, bro. I know you had the NWA situation, right? I mean, as the movie depicted, when they went up there and started smashing everything to, was that to get out their situation, or was that to get a better deal on what they're currently, what their current situation was? But yeah, that's crazy. Kidnapping your label owner, I guess, or the person that signed you to get out the deal is crazy, bro.
Went back to the halfway house. People, again, I'm not a criminal, all right? I don't know how jail works, okay? I've never been in prison. But Pooh Shiesty is like in a halfway house. I think you can have like releases or you have like permission to leave the halfway house briefly.
Yeah, same here, bro. No prison. Few little jail things for stupid shit. But yeah, I'm glad I didn't, not too familiar with the halfway houses and the probations and parole thing. Well, I was on probation for like a year for some weed dumb shit. But yeah, that's a good thing.
And this apparently took place when Pooh Shiesty left the halfway house. Now he's back in the halfway house. So I don't know how that particularly works. Now, another mainstream blogger, Adam22, he will say that he talked to a lot of industry people who are in the know, and they all told him they heard something very similar, but because, they weren't there themselves, they're unwilling to say this is 100% true. But they were also told the same exact things that us, the underground hip hop media bloggers, reported 2 or 3 days before anybody else.
There's got to be a reason. Bro, I'm telling you, the whole music industry has heard this rumor. Everybody's heard this rumor and nobody can confirm 100%. So maybe there is a real sincere effort to keep it low key, but it's not like this is being swept under the rug. And I'm just now starting to see YouTubers make videos about it. Chapel Ross just dropped a video about it.
Because people are talking about it. He ain't got what details does he have?
I don't know. I didn't watch it. It's like a half hour. But there's crazy rumors going on in the streets.
About what?
And I feel like people are scared to report on this. It's starting to really trickle out.
Don't go there.
Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane.
Oh, yeah. He signed Pooh Shiesty before
Yes.
5-6 years ago.
Okay. Now, I don't want to tell you what I'm about to tell you, but I've had multiple Memphis insiders tap in with me, not Stan G.
You ain't had no multiple fucking go man.
I have.
And this
I don't need that either because a lot of other people have been tapping in about it. But the story that's going around that everybody's scared to report on, and this is just a rumor, is that basically Pooh Shiesty and Choppa Gang ran down on Gucci Mane, relieved him of some of his possessions, and basically forced him to sign a contract releasing Pooh Shiesty from 1017, the label.
Okay, well, here's the thing on that, right?
That's what a lot of people are saying. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying a lot of people.
No, hold on.
I hit a couple industry insiders just to get their.
It's crazy because is this a thing? Is it public yet that Pooh Shiesty is actually signed to Yo Gotti? Because that would be the confirmation, right? Because why the fuck would Gucci give up his top artist, and not only his top artist, nigga, who is going to be one of the top artists in the game right now? When that nigga drops an official album, that shit's out of here, bro. I'm thinking he's gonna do at least 200K, maybe even 300K. Like, you know what I'm saying? So why would Gucci Mane just give up that kind of artist? You know what I'm saying? Willingly give up that kind of artist? No. If we see him with Yo Gotti, we kind of know what time it is. But doesn't that also put heat on Pooh Shiesty, who just came home from jail? It's still a fucking criminal act. That's not good either. It's interesting.
Like, yo, you think this is true? They all heard the same rumor as me, and they all weren't able to confirm 100%.
I don't think y'all understand, bro, like how many people in the industry has heard. Probably almost everybody in the industry has been told, oh, yeah, that happened, bro. But nobody is really brave enough to come forward and say, Gucci Mane got robbed and kidnapped, because nobody really want to put their name on this 100%. Yep. But like we've all heard the same stories from people who have claimed I was there. We've all heard the same stories. It's been confirmed to almost everybody, but nobody is willing to come forward and say, hey, I'm a mainstream blogger. I think, you feel me? Because like it's Gucci Mane we're talking about here, right?
Right.
And it just seems so outlandish that nobody really wants to believe it. You know?
For real, yeah.
Now, they will continue to discuss. Now the one thing...
But what do you do in that situation? You know, you down bad, it's just you, and then you get ran down on. You think you coming to talk to your artist, and then that happened. You feel me? It's just you, or you outnumbered. I'm saying niggas strapped up. Like, what do you do in that situation? You feel what I'm saying? It's a tough... you're stuck between a rock and a hard place with that one. It's a tough place to be.
To where I disagree, they started to talk about how they can't see Pooh Shiesty being dumb enough to get out the feds and pull this off.
Okay.
I 100% think Pooh Shiesty would be dumb enough. Bro, any man who is dumb enough as a multi-millionaire to pull off a robbery for some J's and weed, you are somebody who I can 100% see, right, doing a crime to this magnitude after getting released from the feds. 100%.
Yeah.
Pooh Shiesty ain't no reformed...
The logic ain't there.
Bro, Pooh Shiesty got out and dropped a song called FDL where he's talking about still riding around with Blix. Bro,
Word.
Pooh Shiesty ain't this reformed person, bro.
Word.
Pooh Shiesty is still in the streets doing street stuff.
This nigga when he said that song, he said, get your bitch ass out my face. He said, unfortunately, I'm the top shooter for my gang. God damn. Out the feds, bro. Come on, man.
Like, that Fed Time ain't teach Pooh Shiesty a goddamn thing.
Nah.
About nothing.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? It's one thing. If he got a release, then maybe it's some truth to it.
Yeah.
If he don't got a release, there's no truth to it. But I think it's bullshit because why would Pooh Shiesty's, we haven't heard Gucci Mane mention any of this, and why would Pooh Shiesty's team put that out when this is identical to the same type of case, controlling case, he just did time in the feds on?
And I agree. That sounds insane to get out of doing 4 years in the feds and then immediately do something that would basically get you right back in the feds.
No. That's not insane. Insane is your team putting that out there in the streets.
But nobody's putting it out there. This is just
somebody had to put it out there.
Listen, loose lips sink ships. I've just been hearing about it. I'm guessing that they're probably trying to not have it.
Exactly, but then the niggas that you do it with, bro, is stupid because they want to get clout off of that. Yeah, we just had Gucci Mane hemmed up. Like niggas be stupid like that, bro, for real. Trying to get clout off of that because that still is Gucci. Like, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta legend, nigga, the boogeyman Gucci. You feel me? Like I feel like niggas would want some type of notoriety off of that situation.
Because nobody wants to see Pooh go back to the feds.
We haven't heard Gucci Mane say anything.
Would you if you got the shit beat out of you and had all your shit took?
That's my point. So that means it would have to come from the Pooh Shiesty side.
Listen.
He's still in the fucking halfway house.
That is true.
So, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, bro, it got to be some bullshit.
And that's my thing, too. Is
unless he's that damn stupid.
Gucci lives in Miami. He
lives in Florida.
He probably goes to Atlanta a bit, maybe Memphis. I don't know. Like, where would this have taken place? Pooh is in Dallas, right?
Who's in Dallas?
So it's like why would they have even been in the same place unless they had arranged a meeting? Here's the thing, too. Yep. I feel like personally that things have been probably pretty bad with Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane for a little while. When you listen to the FDO song that Pooh Shiesty put out, he's shouting out Yo Gotti. Anybody who fucks with Gucci Mane, it seems to me, you do not fuck with Yo Gotti.
And the Yo Gotti aspect makes this to me all that more.
He said, I'm one of the guy Yo Gotti toting Drakes. I mean, was that a shout out? I didn't even peep that. That's crazy.
Bro, Yo Gotti was literally stalking and hunting Young Dolph down from state to state. Young Dolph got shot in LA by Yo Gotti's people. They were literally following Young Dolph from state to state to state to state to state, trying to get Dolph. Right? So Yo Gotti has expertise in this.
Gucci Mane, it seems to me, you do not fuck with Yo Gotti. Like, these lines have been drawn in the sand. That's not like a cool thing. If you're signed to Gucci Mane, you are not showing Yo Gotti love. So that right there stands out to me too. And I mean, some of the people, because this is the whole thing with us.
Maybe it's some Memphis love.
This is the whole thing with us not having like a clear source on this. Because I had people hitting me up saying, yeah, Pooh Shiesty and some of Gotti's people are the one who did this. Again, no clue.
Now y'all throwing
I'm guessing
Gotti
that the full version of the story is not as exciting as what we're getting at.
Why would Gotti have anything to do with that?
Because Pooh Shiesty is like the king of Memphis right not up and coming, but like hot young rappers. He's basically the whole deal.
Yeah.
And he's also the one rapper that didn't pick a side between CMG and Paper Route. And as a result, you can imagine that, Yo Gotti probably on his line, like trying to do something for him, especially since Gucci seems like he's at an all-time low in terms of interest in promoting new artists or pushing the label side of 1017.
I'm going to just leave it up to y'all, man. After hearing all sides, what do you guys think? Who do you guys believe, okay? And if you're still watching this video and you want to see another...
Yeah, I don't think it sounds too far-fetched. It just sounds crazy because it's Gucci, We don't expect those things to happen to Gucci for who we once knew Gucci to be. And, let's reiterate that. Once knew Gucci to be. Gucci Mane's a completely different person now. Like, he's in a completely different place and space in his life where I don't think he's even, like, on that type of time. I mean, I still think he would be crazy. You know what I mean? But when you outnumbered, you feel me? And yes, I do think Pooh Shiesty would be the type of person to want to do that if he wants to get out of a situation. You feel me? He can orchestrate his crew, his people that follow him. He's the leader of his crew, of his gang, top shooter as he, self-proclaims. So I think he would be crazy enough to do some shit like that. But yo, let me know what y'all think. If I missed something, let me know as well, man. Listen, like, comment, subscribe if you caught the vibe. Till next time, I'm out of here.